Hey everybody, Coach Clay here from Triangle Academy. Today we're going to go over 3 fundamental mechanics that we show our beginner students on arm locks. These are going to make your arm locks tighter than you ever thought possible. We call the leg or hand closest to his feet the south side, and the leg or hand closest to his head we call the north side leg or hand. So ideally, I want both of my legs over the body in an arm lock. The south side leg, its job is to come up as high as I can and raise his elbows off his chest. The closer his arms are to his torso, the stronger he's gonna be and the harder it is to break the grip. So I wanna raise those elbows physically up. The north side leg, its job is to hold his face down. Now, when I cross the ankles, I want the south side leg on top of the other one. It's not wrong to do it the other way, but if I switch my feet and just raise this leg a couple inches and it makes it easier for him to sit up. South side foot on bottom, cross the ankles, and then I'm gonna straighten the legs. Not so much my feet come off the ground, but just enough that I start to clothesline with my legs. The second key point is the breaking mechanics. Most of us learn in the beginning to grab the wrist, lay back, glue that pinky knuckle to the chest, squeeze the knees and raise the hips. That's not incorrect, but we can make it way tighter than that. When I grab the wrist with both hands, I wanna put the pinky knuckle on my chin, and then as I lay back, I'm gonna try to not let it separate from my chin like that. I'm gonna lay back and put my shoulders on the ground and keep his knuckle connected. So he was tapping before I even started to raise my hips and bridge. When I lay back like that and I focus on pulling the arm off his body, it stretches out all those ligaments and tendons in the arm and it preps the arm for hyperextension before I even start raising my hips. The third and last aspect we focus on is fighting the grip at the wrist instead of the elbow. If my partner keeps his thumb glued to his chest without any grips, even without having his hands connected, and I hug at the elbow like we all do, and I go to lean back and straighten that arm, I can pull till the cows come home and I'm not gonna straighten his arm out very easily. It's a lot of work. However, if I hook the wrist and straighten out, now it's a piece of cake, even if he's fighting as hard as he can. Because not only am I using both of my arms and all of my back muscles, I also have my legs and hips to help push the other direction for a counter pressure. So we use this drill to learn that mechanic. My partner keeps his thumb kind of hooked to his chest, no grips. I wanna bring my chest to the outside. So I'll grab the sleeve and I'll tuck his elbow into my pocket and bring my chest to the outside of his forearm. And then I'm gonna use my north side hand to punch through and hug the wrist and the crook of my elbow. From there, I make a fist. I punch like a rear naked choke kind of grip. And now I fall not straight back, but to the side. I wanna bring his wrist to the mat above his head. So we tuck, we lean forward, we punch through and hook at the wrist, make that grip. Now my legs, instead of straightening, I'm gonna pull my feet in like a hamstring curl and I bring my shoulder and his wrist to the mats. Boom. Now as I extend, my hips drive forward and my head comes back. He's tapping right there. If I let go of the arm, you can see I have all of this range of motion before I even get in position to raise my hips. That's how you break someone's arm off and beat him to death with it. I don't want him tapping because he gets to the point of extension and realizes, oh, I should give up. I want him tapping because he's scared of how fast his arm is gonna break and he taps before he even needs to. I can't let my upper body do all the work though. My legs are a really important part of this drill. When I get my chest and my upper body in position, if my legs become disconnected or I leave my knees behind me and I just fall with my upper body, it's gonna be hard to break that grip when his hands are connected. So what I wanna do is make sure that not only am I pulling those feet in, but as I fall to the top, I bring him with me with those knees. Then I can extend and get those breaking mechanics. So these are the 3 fundamental drills that we teach in our program before we even start learning how to get into the arm locks or how to break the grips or any of that kind of stuff. So explore these and add them to your game. We'll see you next time.